Hello, and welcome to another episode of TSF Reviews. Today we're going to be taking on a very special film, a fan film made here in Pakistan by students of GCU and Khayaali Productions. Big shout out to them. Congratulations for um, their production and the very successful event that they are having. Still ongoing this week as of today. I am joined here by Suhaib, who went with me to the Harry Potter Festival. I am dressed in my what I could find.
No, I was just going to, appreciate you for that dress, man. Great Harry Potter cosplay. Harry Potter in the 40s cosplay, apparently, you know. But I have some Harry Potter merchandise of my own that I want to show.
Yeah.
You know, Nimbus 70.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And we have to know that Pakistani mothers know how to use it better than Harry Potter.
Oh, anyways, we had a fun time at this event. The Harry Potter Festival was quite interactive. It's very nicely done. Very beautifully maintained. Like you could tell that you were at Hogwarts. And unfortunately, I didn't go in this jacket of mine. I found it just today, so I couldn't take full advantage of that. But we had fun, yeah. And then we had
definitely just something that something that I said in the Facebook post that I made as well. That the movie as itself was obviously very good.
Yeah.
But the decor, the festival thing, the hall setting and the decor really turned it into an experience.
Experiences, exactly.
Cinemas sometimes do, for the big movies, the big budget movies, but not at this extent. And this was, this made it really double the fun.
Double the fun, exactly.
So, we get to the movie now?
Yeah, sure. I will let you talk about the movie because you enjoyed it a little more than I did. I mean, it's a good movie. I'm a little nitpicky. Everyone knows that, but I actually did enjoy the movie. The story was decent. Yeah, there were a few things here and there that could have been handled better. Runtime, for example. I mean, it was quite long. Could have been a little bit shorter. Yeah.
True there. And the problem that I had with the runtime, it's not the 1 hour 42-minute mark. It was that if they had to touch that, that time limit, time that they had, the runtime that they had, they should have included a little bit more from, the villain's perspective. We had like the villain at the day. Sorry, first of all, spoiler alert, if you've not watched the movie, do not watch ahead. This is like, we are going to dive into the spoilers right now. So go to GC University, buy the ticket. They are there till 5th December. Please do watch it. Do support Pakistani projects like this because they have done, they have given their heart and soul for this project. And
definitely,
we would love that everyone who watches this video just go purchase a ticket and watch it.
Yep.
Okay. So
because you're not just buying the ticket for the film, you're buying it for the experience, and the experience is very nice. Like you actually feel like you're there at Hogwarts.
Very true.
Yeah.
And okay, so the villain was at the very start of the movie, the first scene, and then he was like at the very end. He was not there in the middle at all. And there are scenes in the trailer and as well as in the movie making that they showed at the end with the credits. There were scenes that probably were cut.
They definitely cut those scenes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why, but his motives were a little, except for the fact that he wanted to raise Voldemort again. There was like nothing of the villain. And if they would have given it, probably would have, how superhero movies are. Villain is the movies are as good as the villain gets. So,
exactly.
That was something, that lacked for me as well. If they had to touch that runtime, they should have included more of him and less of the the 5 main leads. Go ahead.
Speaking of the 5 leads, have you noticed like towards the end, they excluded one? Like that felt like interesting.
Okay, if you notice, not just once, it was weird enough that they have snubbed her twice. Once was at the very end when they're walking through the Hogwarts corridor and everybody's congratulating them. Now there are 3. Spoiler alert: there were 5 in the beginning. One dies, so there was just 3. Emily wasn't with them. If Catherine wasn't there, it would have made a little bit sense because Catherine had sort of a love interest going with Edward. But Emily wasn't there. She had no connection except for being, very good friends with him. Then, in the middle of the movie, when they had their duel and they got the detention with Matthews after the duel from Miss Martha.
Yeah. By the way, so I have to interrupt you here. Martha, really? We're going that route again, huh? Is this Batman versus Superman again? Martha. Oh, that's like such an awkward choice, man. Like anything else could have worked. I mean, I know they were trying to emulate like McGonagall, the M with McGonagall, but then they went Martha, and I'm like, okay. I'm not gonna say it then, but it happens. Anyways, yeah, you were saying.
Martha is a very famous name other than those 2 people as well. But BVS has done such a number on that name, so. Okay, so when there was a scene after the detention, all 5 are sitting in a room, but they never show Emily's face in it. They just show a side version of her, and she has dialogues in that scene. She has her audio in it, but they never show her face. So there were 2 times that she was cut out of the movie. I don't know why. There could have been, many
probably
reasons
some
that she could shoot
filming
like
issues, like time issues and all that. Classes. I mean, GC is a university; they got to study there, right? So.
Yeah. So, but still, it felt a little odd at the moment.
Yeah. True. That did feel odd. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is it?
I also had a little personal, you could say, that little gripe, like there was very little Hufflepuff representation. I mean, that's the one house that accepts all the weirdos. I mean, you'd expect them to have like more of those people here, like just hanging around in the
except for Nancy in one scene where Edward, she's running behind Edward.
Yeah.
Other than that, there was probably no Hufflepuff in the movie.
Maybe they couldn't get the costumes, like they couldn't get the scarves and all that. By the way, why were they all dressed like that? Like everyone's wearing uniform, like no one is being casual, and then you have some people that are like way too casual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially, they had so many shots of the students just walking around, having a good old time in Hogwarts, and when the Death Eaters come in, everybody's wearing graduation robes that you have in like GC University, the patle ones, the very thin ones. Yeah. Everybody's wearing those. No, not a single student is wearing those thick jackets anymore. Just when the Death Eaters arrive. So I don't know what that was, but I met the costume manager. When you were checking out the potions class.
Yeah.
I met the costume manager there, and she told that the effort that they had to put in, they had to shoot on the top of GC's roof in June and July.
Yeah, so
you can very well imagine Lahore's heat and at the top of the roof, and in those double jacketed uniforms. They've really given it a lot of effort. There's no question about it. There's no true question.
By the way, this whole movie is in English, and they have English names and all that. It's like they make it Hogwarts rather than a Desi experience, like a Desi branch of Hogwarts. They could have gone with that. They could have not used Hogwarts uniforms and everything and all that. I mean, I understand they have to connect it to the Harry Potter universe, but then they could have done it in a better way. They could have added a little bit of comedy element, like Hogwarts Lahore branch established, this year. And then it's like
No,
something like
this is
होशियार से निकल रहे, like, you know, like नकलों से होशियार रहे, like, you know, it's like just be careful, it's like stuff, something like just a tiny bit. It would have given us a laugh, but then we would have ignored that, like we would have ignored it and we would have watched the movie normally as if that never happened. It's just a tiny bit of comedy would have gone a, you know, long way. Yeah. Also the
true.
names, yeah, they could have gone this year, you know, that Hogwarts doesn't have Desi students. I mean, we had Parvati and Padma in the movies and the books. We could have had more Desi students.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and this is something that we were discussing as well. It was like Pakistani students. It was Pakistani actors portraying to be Americans. There was
British.
something British or whatever. Martha's pretty American, so you know. So the overall concept was like Pakistani actors trying to be something they're not. If they had inculcated that it was a branch of Pakistan, just like you said, like they have already told that it's years after the Great War. So now there are more wizards in the world. Probably, there is a Hogwarts branch in Pakistan now. Okay. And with that, there are no shortage of fanatics in Pakistan. We already have a lot of fanatics in Pakistan. So obviously, there's one follower of Lord Voldemort in Pakistan who is trying to resurrect Lord Voldemort. We how numbery we Pakistanis are. So, he's trying to do that. And you can have Pakistani people be, Pakistani, have the movie still in English. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't really matter that the movie is in English or Urdu. It could be bilingual for all I care.
It should have been bilingual.
Yeah.
If you have the Desi element. If you had the Desi element, I mean, obviously, because they didn't have the Desi element.
Like, it could be bilingual, it could be English, it could be Urdu. That is not my gripe. My gripe is mainly that if they had inculcated the Pakistani culture into it more, that would have, made it more relatable for the audience even.
Exactly.
Not everybody is a, Harry Potter fan, but everybody would have, related as a Pakistani to that movie, more towards that. Like if there was like Professor Oliver replaced by Professor Umar, if there was like Nathan is like Taman, is like Catherine is like what's a Pakistani girl name?
Kanza.
Kanza, sure, Kanza. We already have a Kanza. I would like have her. She's already a massive Harry Potter fan. So I think that's something that if they could have done, and something that I have to really, make it clear right now, that if Khayaali Productions is watching, and if anybody's watching who's thinking that we are being a little too harsh on them because, they have done it with such little resources. This is not criticism. These are just suggestions that we thought that as watchers would have made the movie viewing experience even better. We applaud Khayaali Productions for this project because with the resources they have done an amazing job. But writing doesn't count as a resource because writing can be done for free. So these are just suggestions, story-wise, story progression-wise, story telling-wise, that they could have done something better to make it more enjoyable.
Yeah.
And we really hope that if they improve themselves even better for the next upcoming projects, which I would be really looking forward to.
Definitely.
We would support them even more. And we hope that, they make Pakistan proud with great projects in the future.
Definitely. Yeah, like if they have another Harry Potter fan film that is not connected to this one, like the brand new bunch of people, that would be really amazing, like have these people as cameos in there, but then switch it up, like this is a few years later and then someone else is trying to do this, and then you just like you refer to the first film like, yeah, they're trying to do this shit again, and,
yeah. True.
But
overall,
yeah.
Overall, I would say that it was a very good experience. If you're talking about the cinematography of the movie, if you're talking about the shots, they were just
very
beautifully done.
Very good
They
shots.
have they have really used the building of the GC University to its fullest possible extent.
Yeah, I
Like they
agree.
have taken everything out of it and juiced every great shot out of that building. And like they obviously, this site was an advantage in itself, but it was beautifully done. Like not everybody
It
would,
was.
think those shots. Sure, there was a different mountain every time the Hogwarts building was shown,
Yeah.
but but these are just, this is just for fun.
Yeah.
I personally believe that it was done very well.
Yeah. True.
The CGI, except in like one to two places, was very good.
Mm.
Especially in the dueling montage. I would like give proper shout outs to that scene. Whoever did CGI for that scene, man, thumbs up, man.
Definitely.
That whole montage of them doing the practice sessions for the dueling, that was done very marvelously. One CGI, there were problems with the CGI, but obviously, they have limited resources, so it's fine. But one CGI that a little bit, had me, had my,
Caught
kept
your eye.
directing my gaze towards it.
Yeah.
Yeah, was in the final battle when Asmodeus and Nathan are having that final Avada Kedavra versus Expelliarmus battle. In that scene, it looked like Asmodeus was like either shot in front of a green screen, or he was like it was like he was CGI'd into that scene.
Yeah.
And he had like bits of whites around his aura. And that was like not, that was catching your eye. Other than that, I would say great work on the CGI. Great work on the CGI. Very well done.
Speaking of spells and all that, what was up with the killing curse not killing? Like, I know we Pakistanis are dead and all that, and we're thick skinned, but seriously, like, why is it taking that long to die?
I know, right? They like it happened three times, and the first scene with the first girl,
Yeah.
then with Professor Martha, and then with the Professor Oliver. They get shot with the killing curse, and then they just get up. They not get up. They're just like
They're still
dying and
alive.
saying shit, and yeah, they're still alive. And I think in Harry Potter movies, it kills like
it's an instant kill.
Yeah,
it is an instant kill even in the books. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was very weird.
Yeah. Also, the scene with Professor Martha when she's being interrogated. Why is that guy not using magic to interrogate her? Like, seriously, there's a Legiman's curse. Like, you can read minds. Like, just do that, man. Like, I mean, okay, that's just something that maybe they didn't want to do that for technical reasons. I'm not going to elaborate on that. But yeah, the killing curse not killing. That's like, that is weird and interesting at the same time. It's a mixture of both. Also, that scene in the very beginning with the tears and all that was unutilized. Like throughout the movie, I was expecting the tears to have something, but I guess they forgot. Yeah. And I understand you cut scenes here and there, for runtime and all that, but then you're already 1 hour 42. So what's 2-3 more minutes,
Exactly. I mean, there was absolutely no build up to that. Like I was thinking like there's some place that might come in, but it was like no connections whatsoever. It was like just because of Harry Potter's wand. And it would have been awesome. It would have been like Harry Potter's wand, Voldemort's wand, and then the tears added to that to bring Voldemort back again. But like it was just the two wands, and that's pretty much it to that entire scene. But one more thing that I really think that was cut out because I saw a shot of that in the trailers. The teachers never fought the Death Eaters. There was a scene, Martha was ready to fight two Death Eaters, and then Asmodeus comes in, hits her with the killing curse, interrogates off like nicely. You have to hit two for Pakistanis. So no scene where Professor Oliver or Professor Martha, were just like, bossing around with their theories, because they were professors, obviously. So,
Yeah, obviously.
Hogwarts professors are good duelers, not to say the least. But that would have been cool, right? If
that would have
there
been
was
better.
like a huge Death battle, and it would have been like those five and the two, and even just the two professors, just taking out Death Eaters. That would have been a very cool scene. That I think, if they have cut it out of the movie, because I saw a shot of them, two of them, in the grounds, taking swipes with the magic, with the wands. I think a missed opportunity there.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, overall, I think this was a very enjoyable movie. What is your score for this? And first of all, how do we do this?
How do you think? Yeah, how do you think we should?
Like, because
Because
this
there
is
are three ways.
I mean, this is full length movie, but then this is a fan film, and obviously they have a very limited budget and all that, and like it would be harsh to criticize that, especially when I guess they're students of GC itself. So I don't know if we should, like, in that case.
I think let's give our scores for all three categories. The three categories being a fan film by a local studio.
Okay.
Okay. Number two being rated among Pakistani films, and number three rated international.
I think that would be too harsh.
Just
but let's go for it. Okay, you first.
Since we have given them, honest opinions, because we enjoyed the movie. We just want to have them, give them the suggestions that we want, and we want them to succeed and
further
bring
ventures,
much better projects.
Yes,
further ventures that we would really like to support them.
Okay,
So
you first.
You go for the first one. I think we should go from harshest to better ones.
Okay.
The international one first.
Internationally, 6. It feels harsh to give. Yeah, like I feel very awkward. But then, yeah, if this was like a Hollywood, if this the same story and everything, but just done with a Hollywood budget, I'd probably give this a 6. You?
You gave Red Notice a 6, so.
Yeah, I mean, Red Notice is Red Notice, though.
Yeah, I get your point, but again, I think for me, 6 as well.
All right. Okay.
Harsh as it is, but if we are really measuring it to that level, there was obviously the CGI issues, and there were certain story issues that we cannot. 6 out of 10 for that.
Yeah.
As a Pakistani movie.
As a Pakistani movie, I actually don't know, because this didn't really relate to the Pakistani community. You had the 5 English people, English names, and then this is Hogwarts in England.
Like we are comparing it to Pakistani flicks. The level that Pakistani
I don't have a score here. You just go one just for fun, but I really don't have a score over here.
I think I would give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
For the Pakistani movie.
Okay.
An 8 to 8.5.
Okay. And what about the final score as a fan film?
As a fan film, I would give it a 9.5. Easy.
I'd give it a 9. Like, if because they did put effort into this, and as a fan film, this they did a good job. Obviously, suggestions here and there.
Having a crew of just 15 people with one camera.
With one camera.
Is, massive achievement.
Massive achievement.
What they have churned out. Churned out, obviously, a pun to the Harry Potter universe. But anyhow, they have done very well. They've done very well, and we wish that they would bring out much better and more original ventures in the future.
Yes.
love to watch it.
Definitely. Like
Bring out a
there's
Pakistani superhero flick, Khayaali Productions. We are with you.
Yeah, we are. In fact, I can even go as far as saying make an original story about like Mughal era superheroes and all that. We have so many historical sites that they could go to. I don't have an Assassin's Creed, we have the ruins and all that. It would work really nicely over there.
Local Assassin's Creed.
There's so much stuff that could be done, and these people are clearly fans of geek stuff, so it makes sense that they could come up with stuff like this. Yeah, but we wish them well in the future and all that. I guess this is it from us. Be sure to check out this if you can. I really hope they put this online. Although I don't think they should put it on YouTube, because YouTube revenue is really bad, and then people just copy stuff and then pirate and all that.
Yeah.
Like, these are the kind of people that you would support, okay?
Yeah. And I think they should put it on Stars Play.
Yeah.
If possible.
Like, if possible, like, get a small production, like a deal over there or something. Like, if this was in a cinema, by the way, this would be freaking amazing, Like, have it in local Pakistani cinema. That would be great.
Their setup wasn't bad. Their setup wasn't bad per se. I mean, their screen, their sound system was
yeah. But then, like,
obviously, the cinema experience is a cinema experience.
But then the name and the honor and the achievement of being played in, like, because
cinema release.
Cinemas abroad, they do this. They play local films and all that. There are always local screenings. Like, that would be a big achievement for it's a good film like this being played in cinema. Even if it's like just one cinema, like, at least it'll be a huge achievement on these people.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
And I really hope Stars Play or something like that, picks this movie up, so it can be viewed by everyone who can't come to Lahore to watch it. So because it's a good thing, it's a good movie, and I really hope that people get to watch it, because
it's something like this. Yeah. Like, like, they definitely should. Anyways, this is it from us, I guess.
Signing off. I will going off on my number 70.
It would be funnier if you showed us how.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Come on, I want to record this.
let the magic begin.
Yeah. By the way, that countdown in the beginning, that was freaking amazing. Yeah. All right. Anyways, this is us signing off. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you enjoy this little slideshow that is coming up next. See ya, and goodbye.
Goodbye.